In the early 1990s, Denver International Airport set out to create the most advanced airport in the world, complete with a state-of-the-art automated baggage handling system. The goal? To efficiently transport luggage across the sprawling airport using cutting-edge technology. However, what began as a groundbreaking project quickly spiraled into one of the most notorious project failures in recent history. The system was supposed to reduce labor costs, speed up baggage handling, and improve the overall passenger experience. But instead, it faced significant delays, cost overruns, and technical failures. After years of setbacks and nearly $600 million spent, the project was ultimately abandoned. So, what went wrong? Welcome at Project Booster channel, where on a weekly basis, you can find new content about project, change, and transformation management. Give us a like, subscribe, and let's take off. At the heart of the Denver Airport project's downfall were several ethical dilemmas that severely compromised its success. Let's break down two major issues: project scope and realism. One of the core ethical issues was the unrealistic scope of the project. The vision for the automated baggage system was incredibly ambitious, perhaps too ambitious. The project team promised a revolutionary system that would seamlessly transport thousands of bags per hour across the airport. However, this vision was not matched with a realistic plan for implementation. The system's complexity was underestimated from the start. For example, the software needed to control the intricate network of conveyor belts, lifts, and diverters was far more challenging to develop than initially thought. The system required thousands of precision-timed movements, all coordinated without errors. Yet, these technical challenges were either downplayed or outright ignored in the early stages of the project. According to a report by CBS, the project faced over 2,000 design changes during its development, a clear sign that the initial plan was far from feasible. These frequent changes led to significant delays and a ballooning budget, from the original $193 million to nearly $600 million. The decision-makers failed to set achievable goals and instead set the project up for failure by overpromising on what could be delivered within the given time and budget constraints. The second major issue was transparency with stakeholders. Throughout the project's life cycle, there were numerous setbacks, ranging from technical failures in the system's software to mechanical issues with the baggage carts themselves. However, instead of openly communicating these challenges to stakeholders, including airport executives, airlines, and the public, the project team often chose to downplay or even conceal the severity of the issues. For example, in 1994, just 1 year before the airport's scheduled opening, the system was far from operational. Despite this, public statements were made assuring that the project was on track, leading to widespread expectations that the system would be ready for the airport's grand opening. When the truth finally emerged, that the system was not only behind schedule, but fundamentally flawed, trust between the project team and its stakeholders was severely damaged. A local Denver news station reported that engineers and consultants within the project warned of the impending issues, but were ignored or silenced. This lack of honest communication contributed directly to the project's downfall, as stakeholders were not given the full picture and thus could not make informed decisions. The project ultimately missed several deadlines, and the system's launch was repeatedly postponed, culminating in the system being scrapped altogether. What do you think was the biggest mistake in this project? Let me know in the comments. Impact on the customers. Now, let's talk about the impact this project failure had on the customers, the passengers who relied on Denver International Airport. The ambitious baggage handling system was designed to make travel smoother and faster, but instead, it created chaos. When the system repeatedly malfunctioned, passengers faced significant delays, lost luggage, and a frustrating travel experience. Imagine landing at the airport, only to find out that your bags were stuck somewhere in the malfunctioning system, or worse, sent to the wrong destination entirely. According to reports from that time, airlines operating out of Denver were forced to revert to manual baggage handling, leading to longer wait times and a significant increase in the number of lost or delayed bags. This not only frustrated travelers, but also damaged the reputation of the airport and the airlines involved. For many passengers, their experience at Denver International Airport was marred by confusion and inconvenience, turning what should have been a seamless travel process into a stressful ordeal. The failure of the baggage handling system is a stark reminder of how project mismanagement can directly affect customers, leading to dissatisfaction and loss of trust in the services provided. So, what can we learn from this case? The Denver International Airport baggage handling system teaches us two critical lessons in project management. The importance of realistic planning. The first lesson is the importance of realistic planning. Setting achievable goals is crucial. It's far better to underpromise and overdeliver than to set your project up for failure by being overly optimistic. When planning complex projects, it's essential to conduct thorough feasibility studies and understand the technological limitations. In the case of Denver International Airport, a more realistic assessment of the project's complexity could have led to a more phased approach, perhaps implementing the automated system in stages rather than all at once. One way to avoid such pitfalls is by conducting regular project reviews and reassessments, particularly when working with untested or innovative technologies. Had the project managers at Denver International Airport taken a step back to re-evaluate the project's scope and timeline based on the ongoing challenges, they might have avoided many of the costly delays and technical failures. Curious about effective planning? Click on the pop-up banner above for our top tips. Honest and open communication. The second key lesson is the necessity of honest and open communication with all stakeholders. Transparency isn't just a best practice, it's an ethical obligation. When facing challenges, it's essential to maintain open lines of communication. This not only helps manage expectations, but also builds trust, which is vital for the long-term success of any project. Imagine how different the outcome might have been if the project team had been upfront about the technical difficulties from the beginning. Stakeholders could have collaborated on finding solutions, possibly opting for a more conservative approach or providing additional resources. In contrast, the decision to downplay issues led to a loss of credibility and ultimately contributed to the project's failure. A notable point made by Project Management Institute, PMI, is that transparency is a cornerstone of ethical project management. By keeping all parties informed, whether the news is good or bad, you foster an environment of trust and collaboration. This transparency can be the difference between a project that overcomes challenges and one that collapses under them. The Denver Airport case is a powerful reminder of the role ethics play in project management. By prioritizing realistic planning and transparent communication, you can avoid the pitfalls that plagued this project. Stay connected with us. Hit the like button, turn on notification, and check other videos on our channel. See you in the next video.